The MMA community is buzzing after the official announcement of Movsar Evloev versus Lerone Murphy, a fight that finally puts a clear #1 contender in place for Alex Volkanovski's featherweight title. For the first time in a while, the division isn't stuck in limbo, it's actually moving forward. Fellow top contender Aljamain Sterling reacted to the news on his channel, saying he's genuinely happy to see this matchup made because it means the division is finally progressing instead of circling around the same names and stalled matchups. That reaction pretty much reflects the wider mood across the MMA community. Fans and pundits alike are welcoming the fight as a necessary step to unblocking the featherweight top 5 and creating a real, undisputed title challenger. With Movsar and Murphy, there's no debate, no politics, no confusion. The winner becomes the clear-cut next man up for Volk's belt. And while Alex has said he's not planning to retire anytime soon, he's clearly in the later stage of his career, which makes this fight even more important because it puts Volk in front of another extremely dangerous young contender. Josh Thompson reacted to the news as well. Let's dive into the reactions.
And a guy like Movsar brings a different element, the grappling pace, the great cardio, good scrambles that people saw when his fight with me. And then, of course, you got Lerone Murphy, a great kickboxer. He's strong for the weight. I just got to do my job and make sure I'm ready. So I'm just excited that the division is finally moving forward.
Finally, we get a clear-cut guy. And we have two undefeated guys. Lerone Murphy, I believe, is 17-0. And then you've got Movsar Evloev is 19-0. Great, both great fighters. Different styles. Contrast of styles makes a big difference. Looking forward to seeing how this fight turns out. You have a predominantly stand-up striker, who's got great movement. It's got some tricks up his sleeves in Lerone Murphy. You got Movsar Evloev, who is somebody who just comes forward, punches his way into the clinch, gets you to the ground, and dominates and controls you that way.
Big news out of the welterweight division, Shavkat Rakhmonov has officially dropped out of the UFC rankings, and it's not just a routine update. This comes after Shavkat re-injured the same knee that sidelined him for most of 2025, recently underwent a second surgery, and is now expected to be out for at least 9 more months. Realistically, that pushes his return to late 2026 or even early 2027. His manager Daniel Rubenstein confirmed the situation, and Shavkat himself addressed it on social media, making it clear this is a serious setback, not just a minor delay. For a fighter who is widely seen as one of the future champions of the division, this is a brutal blow to momentum and career trajectory. The rankings drop immediately caused major backlash. Fans started going at Dana White and the UFC, saying it's insane to remove one of the most talented welterweights in the world from the rankings just because of inactivity, which was caused by injury, especially someone who is considered a future title contender. A lot of people are calling it unfair, and some are already framing Shavkat's career as a potential what-if story if injuries keep derailing his prime years. Jorge Masvidal reacted to the news of Rakhmonov's injury. Let's dive in.
I just found out Shavkat has been re-injured. His knee has been scheduled for surgery again. This is a travesty. This hurts. This sucks. And I really think that he is one of the top contenders at 170 pounds. It sucks, man, because it happens. Sometimes injuries sideline guys for a long time. So now he's expected to make his appearance either late 2026 or 2027 early. It sucks to hear that. Shavkat is one of my favorite guys to watch at 70 pounds. I love his style. I love the aggressiveness, well-rounded, and just that willingness to want to go for the finish always. He gets to good positions and he doesn't just hold guys. He's trying to finish guys. In the striking department, he's very good, super durable, great chin, and through-the-roof cardio. One of my favorite guys at 170. It sucks because injuries are a part of the sport, especially in my fine sport of MMA. And sometimes great guys get sidelined, so it really sucks to have him out like that.
Alex Volkanovski just shut down Jean Silva's title shot and set the record straight on the featherweight picture after his dominant unanimous decision rematch win over Diego Lopes. Volk made it clear Silva isn't jumping the line. Despite his gritty UFC 324 rebound over Arnold Allen and his bold callouts, including threatening to train with Ilia Topuria to break him, the champ isn't impressed. He pointed to the real contenders, undefeated Movsar Evloev and Lerone Murphy, who will clash in the UFC London main event on March 21st. Volk sees the winner as the rightful next challenger, respecting the rankings and legacy by fighting those who've earned it. Alex gave a slight edge to Movsar, noting Murphy's elite movement could keep things competitive on the feet, but once the grappling starts, Movsar's strength will dominate. True to form, Alex is focused on beating the best and building his featherweight legacy. On a lighter note, Volk addressed the viral Lopes moment where he ended up in full mount with his backside awkwardly awkwardly on Diego's face during ground and pound. He laughed it off, apologizing and clarifying he thought he was just on the chest. Punches were meant to continue the attack, not make it awkward.
Obviously a bit of talk. You got Silva. Obviously just probably, trying to get his name out there. I don't know, because he's actually not a bad guy. I met him, where did I meet him? In Miami. Yeah, in Miami. And we got along we're pretty good. I thought he's a pretty nice guy. But now he's saying a couple of things. I don't know if he really is upset with the roofie thing. I don't know if that's an actual thing or that's just people taking that way out of context. But now he's like saying some stuff and thinking that he really deserves next. If the UFC obviously were to push that for me, everyone knows me, I'll fight anyone. But I don't think that's very likely to happen, right? Like, I don't think he'd be in a position to be able to fight for the title, especially when you've got Lerone Murphy and Movsar fighting very, very soon. So I think that's pretty clear.
Robert Whittaker just confirmed his long-rumored move to light heavyweight is getting very close, dropping the bombshell on the Ariel Helwani show this week that he's 90% sure he'll leave middleweight behind for good in 2026. The former middleweight champ has been open about the brutal toll of recent weight cuts, saying the last couple have been especially hard. At 35 years old and off camp, he's walking around at a hefty 235 pounds, way above the 185 limit he's forced himself to hit for years. Whittaker's eyeing a return in June, locking in a full 3 to 4 month camp to work on new skills and surprise opponents, with conversations happening this week in Vegas to finalize details. The light heavyweight division feels wide open right now. Champ Alex Pereira has teased a heavyweight jump, possibly against Cyril Gane if Tom Aspinall's eye recovery drags, which could vacate the belt and open doors for a quick shot for winners. Top names like Magomed Ankalaev, Yuri Prohaska, Jan Blachowicz, Khalil Roundtree are in the mix, but Whittaker believes his well-rounded skill set can prevail against many of them.
Wow, 205, Rob.
Mate, the last couple cuts have been hard, and I know the growing trend is like Rob's a small middleweight, but I'm just short with stumpy arms, okay, and like I'm tall, I'm short for the division anyway, so there's not much difference going up. They're taller than me anyway, down in middleweight. Like, I'm a big guy, but like people don't realize how long it takes me to get down to the weight.
So, like, could I ask, right now you're in between fights, in between camps, how much do you weigh?
Like 235 maybe? I feel like the division's open. I feel like some good fights to be had. I feel like there's a lot of guys that I can, my skill set can prevail on. But like I said, like wait and see. We're gonna have some conversations with some people this week, and we'll lock things in after.
So a few chats over in Vegas.
Yeah, I'm in the area. So
Yeah. You might as well.
I can organize something.
That's it from MMA Psycho. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for daily MMA news.